Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review on a bitterly cold, for August at least, night in August. Today I'm reviewing Tiny Rebel's Dutty. It's a Dutty beer, isn't it? Anyway, let's not go down that road. It's a Vermont Session IPA, 4.2%. Yes. And I got this in a beer hall from LowcostBeer.com. But it's also available on the website as well. So let's pour this out. So it says here, the taste is smooth and fruity. On the eye, it's hazy. On the nose, zesty and tropical. And as you can see straight away, it is definitely hazy. It's a golden-ish pour with a white head. And it says here, a session Vermont that defies the rules that high ABVs are needed for juice levels and mouthfeel. We did this by slamming as many hops as we could into this Vermont IPA. Now, where's the shop? Is that the shop? I'll have a look in a minute. So, very hoppy nose. Tropical with hops combined there, definitely. So, the beers they do, and they do a lot as well. They had a job going there the other week at Tiny Rebel for a gardener. I live in the wrong part of the country. Mixing gardening at a brewery, we're doing a bit of on-site reviewing. So, Pump Up the Jam is one of theirs. Stay Puffed. CLWB Tropica. Pineapple Express IPA. Shakedown, I've reviewed that before. I've reviewed the other one as well. Easy Living Pale Ale. CWTCH. I'm sure that's the one where there's a homebrew kit of it. Dutty. Key Lime Lager. I haven't had that one before. Cali Pale. They've got the little IPA pack, a load of 12 for 26 quid. The Best Sellers pack, 45 quid. And they had one the other week, and this is where I'm hoping to get to. $5 shake, Lazy Boy Lager. Let's click on page 2 then. Right, they had an all-in bundle the other week. Is it not there anymore? I do apologise, I will get there in a second. No, it seems to have gone. So the other week, on Tiny Rebel's site, they had for 46 quid, it was every one of the beers to do, and a glass. And whether that was only a one-off thing they were doing, shame really, because if it is a one-off, that to me should always be on. One of everything you do. And then when you bring new beers out, or something new, you add to it. Yeah, if it's 50 quid, it's 50 quid. But 50 quid for a load of beers that you've never had before, oh, job's a good one. And a glass to go with it as well. Because nowadays I have to use my granddad glass to do reviews. Because I got moaned at for doing reviews in other people's branded glasses. Not that it ever really bothered me, but... So, let's give it a try. Ooh. Definitely got some twang. Hoppy, earthy. Oh dear, if it gets any colder, I've stopped putting my Cali Gas 5 on in there, and having a bit of a heater at the side of me as I'm doing reviews. Stoking the odour. I've been freezing all day as well. So, Tiny Rebel, you see so much of them on the internet these days. And for me, there's certain breweries in the country that are really on the up. And this is obviously one of those breweries. On Instagram I see a lot new beers coming out, new, you know, new like bundles of beers, mixed cases and all that, like the one I was already saying about. And for me, moving ahead with the times, and certain breweries are doing that well, and others are fading a little bit, probably because they're not sure the best way to go. Obviously, we are in unprecedented times, aren't we? And you don't want to overcommit. You can understand companies not overcommitting to a certain venture in case that venture goes south. And yeah, it's understandable, I suppose. But I think looking ahead quickly and looking ahead to see how it's going to go. I'm no businessman, but I can already see that for as long, probably this year, next year, this coronavirus is stopping. It's not going to go away anytime quickly. Unless there's a true, real vaccine comes out that can end all social distancing. And but our vaccine's got to be going everywhere. You know, if it's made by one country and it's a winner, then everywhere needs it. Then we all go back to our more normal lives at least. And then the world recovers in some form anyway. You would hope that the world would, you know, leaders around the world, those leaders, I mean, money, it's all down to money, isn't it? But like I've said in other beer reviews, I think the rich people of this world, the mega rich, have got a duty to, in some ways, a duty, but they're the people who can do things, whereas the poor people can't. And to buy land, plant trees, put solar farms in, and that, and use your money for something good. I mean, if I was lucky enough to win 100 million, I would. That's certainly something I would be thinking of doing. Because you buy the land, you plant the trees, and then you know, and as long as they're sustainable trees, you can chop some of them down, and then replant. You know, it's not rocket science, really. Yeah. Oh, good twang to it. You really do get the hops. It's not too hoppy. Obviously, it's got a tropical taste to it. It's not so hoppy as it's. I'll give you an example. Stone's go-to IPA. Oh my God, the hops in that are just intense and through the roof. It's just, you get to the stage where, I mean, you should be calling another beer out, but it's just too strong. But if you like your hops at an intense level, then you would probably think that beer is the best beer in the world. And I actually did give it quite a high score, because to me that's the intensity of that should be drank in a shot glass, not a pint glass. Some beers are like that, some sours are like that. The first time I had London Beer Factory's Berliner Weisse, it was so sour. And again, I emailed him and says, this you should be selling this in shot glasses, in your bars. For people who don't really drink sours, to have a shot of it, like, oh, give me another shot. So, it is a session IPA, isn't it? I did read it right, yeah. I have to remember sometimes. Getting old. Obviously, I got this from LowcostBeer, and LowcostBeer, I love their business model, like I've said many times. You know, selling short date, overstocked beers, and I'm just checking the date on this. And it looks like I got it was slightly out of date. Yeah. I mean, for me, I'm being honest, I think breweries that say they get a load of stuff that's out of date, bang it on your website, sell it as out of date stock, or part it off to low cost and let them do it for you. But I mean, I went into one of my local breweries, Lincoln Green Brewery. Walks in, load of beers out of date, over a year out of date, and I'm like, and it's my favourite as well, buttermilk, a butterscotch flavoured beer, to die for. And 6 bottles, £1 bottle, what's not to want? Straight in the basket. I think I spent 50 quid in there, I think, something along them lines. Getting different beers, and then draft beers, they had some draft beers on as well. And yeah, that was nice, I enjoyed that, jolly good show. Really twangy on the mouth. So obviously the strength isn't, it's only 4.2%, so it's not going to wallop you sideways. But the nose was strong, the taste, a real intensity in the taste. Not overly intensive, but certainly intense. And you know you're drinking it, let's put it that way. Ooh, that's got some wallop to it. Right then, so yeah, Dutty. Like I said, great nose, tropical, hoppy on the taste, tropical, hoppy, a little bit of earthiness at times as well. At 5 then, for me, yeah, a good little session IPA. Something different, intense taste. You know, you really do know you tasted it. For me, about 4.2 out of 5. And that's it for this beer review. I'm absolutely frozen. I'm going to go in the arse, sit in a fleece, try and get warm, and wait for the inevitable phone call to go and pick my drunk wife up. But yeah, there you go. Right, and that's it for this beer review. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Cheers.